Hi there, I'm Pastor Dave Denoon of the First Congregational Church of Webster Groves, and today I'm going to offer you some orientation about attending worship at First Church. On Sunday, May the 2nd, 2021, we will reintroduce worshipers to our sanctuary for the first time in 13 months. Plenty of other churches have done this successfully, and we are very smart and responsible people, so I know we can do it too. Now, here's the rundown of the instructions. First, when you come to church, remember that we're supposed to begin at 10 a.m., so you probably will want to arrive a little early. That's because we're not taking reservations, and we hope to seat everybody that wants to be here. But we have to do this by ushering each pod of people to their seat. Now, for those of you who are accustomed to sitting in the same spot every week, that might mean you'll be disappointed because the hospitality team has been given specific pews where seating is permitted. If you have children with you, our plan is to seat you on an aisle so that if they need to get up to go to Sunday school or something like that, they don't have to climb over everybody. We're following some pretty strict guidelines in order to have everybody together. So, please, wear a mask. Or a face covering that is at least 3 layers thick and covers your mouth and your nose. Also, you should expect that the last person in your party is going to sit no closer than 6 feet from the nearest person in the next party. That should work pretty well. We have some very long pews, but I want you to be prepared. So, once you've been invited inside, you'll be directed to a table with printed bulletins, an offering plate, and hand sanitizer. The idea is that you'll take the number of bulletins that you need, leave a donation if you care to, and maybe pick up one of these ID pins, the logo pins for the church, and then use hand sanitizer as you need to. Please note that we will continue to publish an electronic bulletin, and we will permit electronic payments from our website. So it may be that you get to this point and you just want to go on inside. Also, if you have young children with you, you're welcome to have them select a busy box from our collection to take with them. Once you're done in the Narthex, you proceed to the foot of the center aisle, where a First Friend hospitality team member will usher you to a seat. Once you're in a pew, you will find everything set as it was before the pandemic hit, except that there are no friendship pads, so there's nowhere to sign in. Instead, we encourage you to check in on your favorite social media and or wave pleasantly to someone who makes eye contact. Once the service begins, there will be opportunities to stand up, to respond or pray in unison, all sorts of things. We want you to participate to the extent that you feel safe and comfortable doing so. What we do ask is that you not sing. The way most of us sing really aerosolizes the moisture in our bodies, and that moisture can carry things that sneak out along the edges of our masks. You'll hear the choir sing, or soloists. You will notice that they are wearing special masks designed for singing, which are especially secure and also kind of boxy, so that they don't collapse or expand, but contain that misty stuff that they are making as they sing. If you want to hum along, that's always been encouraged, and no one will prevent you from that. At a certain time in the service, we will offer a children's message. We call it Not for Children Only. The person delivering the message will step out onto the floor of the sanctuary, but the young people will not be invited to join them. Instead, they should remain where they are and interact with the speaker from there. At the end of Not for Children Only, the children and youth will be invited to join Pastoral Assistant Hallie Kim at the back of the church. They should exit into the nearest aisle and then proceed to the back doors at the foot of the center aisle where they'll meet Ms. Halley. Worship on most Sundays will end with an offering. On first Sundays, it ends after communion. Once the benediction has been spoken, a postlude plays, and the announcer briefs you about fellowship and the plans for the next Sunday. Then they say, our worship has ended, let our service begin, and at this point, ushers will have arrived at the last row of the sanctuary to assist those there in exiting. When the back row has cleared and entered the narthex, then the ushers will proceed to the next row. We simply ask you to wait for the ushers to indicate that it is time for your row to exit before doing so. If you need to exit before the dismissal is over, please indicate this to an usher so that they may assist you in exiting. Okay, so come on. Back in the narthex, please deposit your bulletin in the basket where you found it originally, unless you intend to keep it, and leave an offering in the offering plate if you didn't do so before the worship service, and then proceed to the parking lot, the east parking lot. I will have relocated by then to the Jubilee Garden at the south end of the church where worshipers are invited to enjoy a time of fellowship. If you want refreshments, I'm afraid that's going to be BYO. But the Jubilee Garden was designed for just this kind of gathering. For those of you who are unable to attend in person or who prefer not to do so, a time of fellowship will also be offered on Zoom starting at 11 a.m. The meeting ID is available on the homepage of our website. Okay. Well, that's your orientation to worship at the First Congregational Church of Webster Groves. Of course, if you cannot attend in person, everything that I've described to you can be witnessed online from our YouTube channel, where worship will be live streaming on Sundays at 10 and available for streaming any other time. Thanks for joining me. I'm Pastor Dave Denoon. Until Sunday, peace be upon you.